Welcome, Scorpio. This is going to be your December 2016 general reading. And this is for all Scorpios who are sun, moon, and rising. And I will be doing a traditional Celtic cross spread with 10 cards. Okay, so where are you, Scorpios, in the month of December? Where are you currently at? Where's your energy for the month of December? Okay, 10 of Wands. Okay, and what is your biggest challenge and your lesson for the month of December? What is your challenge and your lesson? The Princess of Wands. Okay, where should your focus be, which is going to be in your highest good? Where should your focus be, which will be in your highest good? Okay, you have the Six of Swords. Okay. And what is the past that you're coming away from that is influencing the now? What is the past energy that you're moving from that is influencing the now? The Queen of Swords. Okay. What is your biggest strength this month? What is going to be your biggest strength this month of December, Scorpio? Okay, so you have the Eight of Chalices and the Seven of Pentacles. So let's see. What's the biggest strength for Scorpio? The Eight of Chalices. What is inevitably the energy that you're going to come into? What is inevitably coming in the future? The Six of Wands. It's a good card to have. Okay. Your suggested approach for the month. What is your suggested approach? Okay, the Chariot, which is a good card. And what is underneath the surface or a shadow energy that you're not aware of? And that just fell out. Okay, that is the Two of Pentacles. Okay, what is your biggest hope and your biggest fear in the month of December, Scorpios? What is your biggest hope and your biggest fear in the month of December? Okay, Seven of Pentacles. And what is the possible outcome for you in the month of December? Outcome. You have the Moon card. Alright, so let's get into it. Alright, Scorpio. So your current energy, you had the Ten of Wands for the month. And what I'm getting for you, that this is a time like you're working a lot. You might also, it's an element of enjoyment to this hard work. Like, it might be a little bit overwhelming. You got a lot on your plate or a lot on your back in this case, but you're doing a lot right now. And some people would probably ask you, how do you do it? Or how are you managing this? And you're doing it for the love of others. It's like you're doing this for family or people close to you, people that you love. So it's like, yes, it's tiring and it wears you down, but you're doing it for the love of others. It's like you're doing it for home. Like you're sacrificing yourself for your home or for people close to you or to take care of your family. This could be work. Okay. So your biggest challenge this month and lesson is the Princess of Wands. So this is like equivalent to the Page of Wands. So this is an energy where to take up on some type of, it's like a new way of making things happen. Because with this, although you're satisfied, some of you might be okay with it in a sense. This is outdated. This needs to end. And this is like a new way of moving and taking actions and going about things. There's a better way that you can manage your life where you're not overly exerting your energy, giving too much of your energy. So I would say that your lesson is to find a new way or accept a new way of doing things, or kind of make it work for you where you're not giving too much of yourself. And in the love sense, this could be that you're giving too much of yourself to someone, or you're doing the same things over and over and you feel like you're not getting the results that you need or that you want. So this is challenging you to move in a different direction in some way, or take some type of different actions. Where your focus should be, which is in your highest good, is the Six of Swords. So your focus should be on moving out of like some type of way of belief. It's like if something is no longer serving you mentally, or you feel like stressed out, or you find yourself thinking and planning and preparation the same, like it's nothing different, it's always the same old, like it's like I'm getting strategizing or planning in some way, like you're trying the old, like it's not working for you anymore. So it's like I'm getting, you need to move away from those types of, that thinking or that perspective, that way of strategizing. Like it's imbalanced, it doesn't work for you anymore, it's not in sync with you, it doesn't resonate anymore. It's like you might be thinking you're doing something good, which you are, but you're harming yourself in some way. Like this person looks very tired and he's ready to just move on. Okay. The past that you're coming from, which is influencing the now, is the Queen of Swords. So it's like maybe you've made some type of promise, you've made a vow, you said what you were going to do when you meant it. So now it's like you have to stick to these structures because you made it that way. It's kind of like you're just disciplining, you're very hard on yourself. It's like mentally you're very hard on yourself, and you're like, well, I made this promise and I'm going to keep it. You know, I told this person that I would do this for them, that I would take care of this. So I meant what I said, and I'm going to stick to that. Okay? And it's like you're not willing to budge in some way. Like I'm reading this kind of differently from a different traditional sense of Queen of Swords, but it's like you're not willing to budge from your beliefs. Okay. Your promises that you've made to other people, or the promises you made to yourself that you said you were going to do for someone else in the name of someone else, that I'm going to do this for them because I said I would do it. And if I don't, then what type of person does that make me, or how do I look? So that's why you're fighting for something. You're overworked right now. Like it's just what it is. Okay. The biggest strength for you is the Eight of Chalices. So the biggest strength for you is that there's something to heal emotionally. Like you're going to have to give in. Like you're going to have to give in to how you feel about the situation. You're going to have to give up on the promises that you've made and possibly letting people down, because it's not healthy. You have to get away from that. You're causing yourself a lot of drama, a lot of heartache, unnecessary heartache and drama that you don't need, and it's self-inflicted. Like, are you going to be the bigger person and free up all of this space? It's like you're hurting yourself emotionally and you don't even know it. So your biggest strength is going to be to confront these promises you made, these beliefs that you have, that you don't want to walk away from, that you don't want to budge. And it's like make a conscious decision to walk away and leave those things behind by not judging yourself or beating yourself up. What's going to come to you inevitably in the future is the Six of Wands. So you're going to be rewarded. Like the energy is going to feel rewarding, because it's like now I have time. Not only is my family, it's like your family and your friends or your loved ones, someone or someone's close to you is going to congratulate you in some way, because they appreciate everything you've done. But it's like they'll even appreciate you more, or they'll appreciate what you've done more when you find time for yourself. Not self sacrificing yourself. It's like once you come into this energy of, okay, I've done this for my family, but look what I've done for myself too. Like that's even bigger than just, just giving myself away and not even focusing on me and my needs and what I want. So it's like you're coming out of that battle in a sense, and like I've overcome that ego. Now look at me. I've helped everyone and I've helped myself too. Like I'm not only, you're at a place of harmony. It's the Six of Swords and Six of Wands. Once you walk away from these perspectives and these beliefs that you have to do this and I have to be this person and I'm not budging, I'm going to stay with that. When you get out of that thinking, the energy is beneficial for you. It's self-rewarding. Okay. Your suggested approach with this is the Chariot. So your suggested approach is not to stop moving, not to stop the work that you've been doing, but it's like it's time for you to go into a different direction, one that is rewarding for you, one that's a positive, that's in your highest good, that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Because the truth is, you feel good because you're able to help others, but at the same time you feel bad because it's like I'm not happy as a person because I'm neglecting myself. But I feel like I'm doing something because I made a promise and I'm not going to break that promise. But in the sense, it's like you were forgetting about you, if that makes sense. Like there's healing for you in this, to learn the difference between conditional love and unconditional love. Like you mean well with what you're giving, but it's like you're not coming from a place of unconditional love because you forgot about you. And it's not selfish to love self first. In order to love, you have to love yourself enough to love another. So it's like you're not leaving anything else for yourself. Like you're giving and giving and you're not leaving anything for you. So it's like your suggested approach is stay determined, stay in that momentum of giving and helping and working hard, but don't lack or forget about you or yourself. Okay. What you're not aware of, okay, the energy that's underneath the surface is the Two of Pentacles. So you're not aware of that there's things in your life that is not balanced. You're not seeing that this situation is imbalanced. It's kind of like you're just running yourself mad and you don't even recognize it. So it's like you're not even seeing the imbalances that's happening. Like there's too much. It's not an equal exchange. It's almost like this person is like, I have this, and this person's like, here, take this. And he's not even expecting to get anything in return, or he's not getting anything out of it. It's like he's giving and giving, and this child looks happy. And if you look at him, he kind of looks tired, fatigued. So it's like you're giving too much of yourself and you're draining yourself in the process. There should be an equal exchange of energy. You should never just give and not have anything. It's not wrong to receive. And I feel like that's also a lesson for you. Okay. So your hopes and fears this month is the Seven of Pentacles. So your hopes and fears is that your fear is that you are, in a sense, a lot of you are aware, some of you are aware that you're not nurturing yourself. You're not nurturing what's important to you, what your hobbies are, what your desires are. What do I want for myself? It's like you forgot about that. So it's like you fear that you've gone way over your head and you forgot about your dreams, or you don't have time for those things. A lot of you believe that you don't have time, and it's because you made it that way. So the fear is I don't have enough time, or that I've forgotten about what's important to me, Scorpio. I forgot about it. I can't do that anymore. I can't focus on this anymore because I have this to do. You've made that obligation on yourself. Your hope is that you'll find the time. Eventually, hopefully, God willing, I will find the time. But that's not how it works. You have to make the time. You have to want to make the time for yourself. Like, there's something that you want to work on. You've been nurturing it, but you gave up on it. You haven't been, you know, it's not precious to you right now. It's kind of like, okay, the baby's going to come when it comes. So I'm not going to worry too much about that anymore. I'm not gonna get excited over the birth of this baby. Whenever it comes, it's gonna come. I know the date, or for some of you, the date's coming. The baby's gonna give birth eventually. So it's like you just have that type of mind state in some way. And some of you feel like, I feel bad because I'm not excited anymore about this baby. I wanted it, but now I'm not excited. I don't even know if I want it anymore. It's like, if that makes sense, kind of sounds kind of harsh, but that's the analogy I'm getting from this. The possible outcome is the moon card. So the possible outcome is that you're going to have to, because it's not obvious for some of you. It's not obvious what you're doing to yourself. It's not obvious what the lesson is and what you need to learn. But it's like something within you is going to clarify that and make the outer world make more sense. It's like the moon and sun together. It's like the outside is unknown. I don't see the things that's happening on the surface, but when I go within myself, it's like the sun. It illuminates everything for me. I see everything much clearly now. I see what's happening. What am I doing to myself? Okay. That's where the growth comes from. That's where the lesson comes from, Scorpio. So I hope that this reading will be beneficial for you and helpful in some way. And I send you all lots of love and lots of light. Take care.